So we drove out there. It was a long journey, and on that journey is really where the work began. It was about building relationship. It was about discovering each other, asking some tough questions, but also having a good time along the road.
And as we're going up this trail, came up with this huge paranoid story, and that as they were falling back behind us, we couldn't see anywhere. They're going to lock us in, and we're going to be stuck. But then we reached the peak of this mountain.
The trees open up, and here is this beautiful glass lake. You can see the reflection of the mountains and the hills and the trees in it, and this zip line. And it wasn't just inviting us to walk or step or tippy-toe in, it was inviting us to jump in. And that's what we did for the rest of the weekend. Was we dove into every experience and every opportunity, and went for a swim. The young guys were out on the boat fishing and just being kids.
Nothing matters in your past. You're going out there with a clean slate. Just be you and have fun.
We had a project out there. We were building a shed.
That shed project turned into a giant 16-foot by 8-foot boathouse.
These guys, they don't lack creativity, they don't lack willingness, and they don't lack effort.
So we built the shed in the day, and then in the afternoon went for another swim, went on the zip line, went sort of scuba diving. They built an apparatus to find a flashlight that had fallen to the bottom of the lake.
This flashlight was lost by my amazing 4-year-old son almost a month ago.
And Charles went down under, and he got he got this mag light that had been sitting under the water for 3 weeks, jumps out of the water with it and turns it on, and it still worked. And to me, that's a testament to each of our guys, that sometimes it's seen as a lost cause. It's too dark, it's too hard. There's all these things working against us in life to strive and reach for recovery, reach for our potential.
Each of the guys do, in fact, have incredibly powerful stories. Stories of adversity and stories of overcoming adversity. And probably the most important aspect is that despite our pasts, each one of us, we've all got stories that aren't done yet.
Taking a moment and just taking it all in and seeing these young men who have been through hell and back enjoy life. And the biggest aha that I had was not a realization of how each of these guys is just a normal kid. They're someone's son, someone's brother, someone's friend, but really how extraordinary each and every one of them is.
And the people running it were awesome. They were really one-on-one. I had a few talks with Dennis and Chris, and they really they cared, they actually cared. And that's really hard to find.
The flashlight was it might have been trivial, it was to some people, but to me, I'm always looking at how does this relate? How is this a metaphor for the deeper journey that we're all on? And when you have the right tools, the right supports, the right motivation, and that desire, that crazy things can be accomplished. And that's what our youth program is all about at the Dream Centre. It's about accomplishing what other people thought was impossible, because it's worth it, because each of these lives are important and have infinite potential when guided and invested in and turned towards the right purpose.